A whisper in the dark, a name scribbled in fear, and a diary that would not be read until half a century later. This is the chilling story of Sister Margaret, a woman of faith whose final words exposed a killer hiding in plain sight. Stay with us as we uncover the secrets buried behind convent walls and reveal how a silent witness from beyond the grave finally spoke. If anything happens to me, it was not an accident. God forgive them, for I already know who they are. A nun's whispered fears hidden in ink, locked away for 50 years, and buried with her a secret that would finally lead police straight to a killer's door. Sister Margaret O'Connell was devoted, quiet, and beloved by the small town of Millbrook. In 1970, her life was cut short inside the very convent she called home. The murder stunned the community, a brutal crime in a place of faith, leaving no clear suspect and no answers. For decades, the case grew cold, but hidden among her belongings was a diary that would remain sealed, unread, for 50 years. Inside its pages lay the truth she feared to speak, the name of her killer, written by her own trembling hand. Sister Margaret rose each morning before dawn, lighting candles in the chapel and whispering prayers for the townspeople she loved so dearly. By day, she tended the sick, taught local children, and walked the quiet stone halls with a gentle smile. But in the evenings, as shadows crept through the convent corridors, Margaret began to write. Her diary spoke of footsteps in the night, whispers outside her door, an uneasy feeling that someone was watching her, always just beyond the candlelight. I do not feel safe, she wrote. There is darkness here, and I fear it draws closer. It was a stormy night in June when Sister Margaret's fears became reality. The convent hallways echoed with thunder, and rain lashed against stained glass. Somewhere past midnight, her writing stopped abruptly. The next morning, a nun found Margaret's lifeless body near the chapel, bruises around her neck, her rosary beads shattered beside her. Her diary's final line read, "I hear him at the door." Police questioned priests, caretakers, and townspeople. Some whispered about a drifter seen near the convent. Others hinted at tension between Margaret and the church accountant. Testimonies conflicted, alibis unraveled, but no arrest was made. The case grew cold, evidence misplaced, and rumors buried beneath decades of silence. Who do you think had the motive? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. For decades, Sister Margaret's murder faded into dusty archives, whispered only in passing by aging townsfolk. But 50 years later, a new team of investigators reopened the cold case. Hidden among old evidence boxes, they found her diary, untouched, sealed, and waiting. Inside, Margaret described a man's voice outside her door, a shadow lurking in the chapel, a name half-scrawled, then crossed out in fear. Modern forensics re-examined the old rosary beads and fabric fibers on her robe. DNA results shocked the investigators. The traces matched someone still alive, someone once questioned and released in 1970. An old caretaker recalled seeing him near Margaret's room that night. Another nun admitted she heard muffled cries but was told to stay silent. And just when it seemed the truth couldn't be darker, the suspect confessed details only the killer could know. The arrest sent shockwaves through Millbrook. The man who had walked free for half a century was finally led away in handcuffs, his head bowed as neighbors watched in stunned silence. Former parishioners wept, clutching candles and rosaries, mourning Sister Margaret all over again. After 50 years, Sister Margaret's voice was heard, her killer unmasked, and a town's darkest secret brought into the light. But was justice too late? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you want more true crime stories where the past refuses to stay buried, like this video, share it with friends, and subscribe, because the next chilling mystery is already waiting.